Good morning, YouTube. Hello. How are you guys doing today? I hope you are doing quite fantastic. I know I am doing absolutely amazing this morning. Amazing. I hope everyone is having a great Sunday. My favorite day of the week because of football. Oh, look at this. We've got Pam's Great Outdoor Adventures in the house. Hey, Prankster Locke. Good morning. Good morning. Andy Marshall. Hello, hello from South Australia. Awesome. Everyone do me a big favor and welcome Andy Marshall to the room. It is awesome to see you this morning, my friend. Airstream, Ozza, Dream, good morning, good morning, good morning. Timberhill, Redbone, Coonhounds in the house. Rodney Passion. The Jamin Show is in the house. Hey, Only Claire Jones, good morning, good morning. How are you doing today? It is awesome to see you. Passion for Hunting and Fishing, hello. How are you doing today? Man, this is awesome. Look at this. Alan Canindo. Alan Canindo, hello, good morning, good morning. I hope you are still here. Some folks popped on earlier and may or may not still be watching or listening. But hey, band runners Eric and Shunda, good morning, good morning. Dropping in to say good morning. Well, that is awesome, band runners. Everyone do me a big favor and welcome band runners to the room. Hello, needs more subs. How are you doing today? So for band runners and Andy Marshall, let me tell you a little bit about what the best hour of my day is all about. It's a Sunday, so it's probably going to be a little bit of a slow day, but normally we get around 40 to 50 folks in this room every single day. And the whole purpose is to hang out and learn more about the people behind the camera, get to know them, collaborate with them. Most of the people that are in this room I speak to on a regular basis, either on Twitter. A lot of them I have met in person, and quite a few I've collaborated with remotely as well. And the reason why that is because I personally believe that everybody's content is much more interesting when you get to know the person behind the camera. We aim to promote sustainable growth here on YouTube. The best way to do that is through the support and love of other YouTubers. And I'm not talking about sub for sub because it doesn't work. It actually hurts your channel a lot more than it helps it. What I am talking about is collaborating and using the other YouTubers that you find out there as friends and family to help you grow. And it's unbelievable how easy and fun that can be when you get to know the amazing folks behind the camera. So that's what the best hour of my day is all about. And we have a lot of fun here. Man, so many awesome folks in the room. Hey, Pam, I hope you are doing well. I don't know what the weather is like for you in Florida today, but I can tell you right now, it's in the 50s here, so it's not too cold, but it just hasn't stopped raining now in about 3 days. And it's driving me nuts. It is literally driving me nuts. I cannot stand this rain any longer. I don't know. I mean, it's... it never stops. It really seriously never stops. We're going to refresh the cache here on our counter because for some reason it does not want to show up with a reasonable number. There we go. 14 folks in the room. That's cool. Yes. Well, Andy Marshall, you came to the right place then, my friend. There are so many amazing folks in this group that you definitely want to get to know. People like Jay Lippman and Chandra Pivo and Pam's Great Outdoor Adventure and Prankster Locke and Needs More Subs. These folks, almost every folk that I just mentioned, I talk to on Twitter on a relatively regular basis and or I have worked with in person. They're friggin' awesome people. 70 degrees, Pam. I'm not sure we can be friends. Pam, I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous. It's so cold here all the time. Only Claire Jones, it's a hard day today for me. It marks 2 years since my friend took his life. I'm sorry to hear that, Only Claire Jones. I am so sorry to hear that, my friend. But hopefully you have lots of family around you and that sort of thing to make sure that you know that you are well loved today. You know, of course, that you're well loved by your YouTube family. Hey, Joran, good morning from Sweden. How are you this morning? Thanks for leaving me out, Michael. Airstream Ozza Dream. I would never leave you out, my friend. Just to introduce myself, I'm a daily vlog, my midlife career pivot experiment. Andy Marshall, that sounds a lot like me. That sounds a lot like me. Irvin the Paid Tourist, good morning, good morning. Man, my nose got itchy all of a sudden. Irvin the Paid Tourist is an over-the-road trucker. if you are interested in knowing more about this lifestyle and seeing the amazing places that he visits and all that kind of stuff, you can check out Urban the Paid Tourist channel. I'd highly recommend it. Now, I definitely encourage folks in this chat room right here to go and check out these channels, of course. But here's the key. Subscribe to the stuff you're going to watch, guys. Subscribe to the stuff that you're going to watch. You're not doing anybody any favors by subscribing to channels that you aren't going to watch. Those are just dead subscribers, and essentially they make the person's watch or views look skewed because generally speaking, and this is across the board on YouTube, even Casey Neistat has 10 million subscribers and he gets, 100,000 views on his videos. Generally speaking, you get around 1% of your views. So I have around 1,000 subscribers. I usually get around 100 views on every single one of my videos. This is kind of average across the board. But I can tell you right now, if you have a heavily engaged audience and you have a lot of people that want to watch your content and your percentage is higher than that percent, you're probably doing pretty well, and YouTube is going to be much more likely to suggest your content. So the best thing to do is to stay off all of the sub for sub sites where you can pick up subscribers who will get you but not actually get you. You really want folks that are going to watch your content and be interested in watching your content. And if folks aren't interested in watching your content, don't be offended. It's all right. Not everything is for everybody. I generally don't tend to watch a whole heck of a lot of gaming content. I used to back in the day. I just don't have a lot of time for it. It generally tends to be longer form content, and I just don't have time to watch it. So I watch a lot more vlogs, tutorials, and how-to-its kind of stuff these days, just because it's the nature of what I'm interested in and what I'm looking to do. So I must subscribe to a lot more of those particular types of channels than I am any other type. But I do have lots and lots of nature folk subscribe to, like Pam's Great Outdoor Adventure and Nature Nerd Outdoors, because they just do good content. And as you guys know, I really enjoy nature. So anytime somebody puts out a great one like that, I love to watch it. Get this B-roll SmackDown entry in, folks. We need some competition. Airstream, I did get your entry. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Farmo Fanatic, hello, my friend. It has been a minute. It has been a minute. I hope you are doing well. I know I am. Earn the Paid Tours. I got 190 subscribers, and I don't even do content. Rodney White, man, that's pretty awesome. Oh, engagement and connection is where it's at, not massive numbers. Andy Marshall, that is so true. So we've got Andy Marshall in here. He's pretty engaged on that sort of content. I just want to let you know, now the best hour of my day is going to move off of this channel. And the reason why is because the best hour of my day is a community show. It's mainly meant for YouTubers, whereas this channel was originally created as a vlogging channel. And so the best hour of my day has been kind of out of place on my vlogging channel forever. So it's moving to a new channel in the coming weeks, probably 2 weeks from now. And let's see here. I'm gonna put the link in here if you guys want to check it out. You want to go over there. You want to subscribe, and you want to ring the bell. And let me tell you a little bit. There's a trailer on there that's going to tell you exactly what sort of content you're going to find on this channel. But I'll tell you a little bit about it. It's all going to be YouTube help content. Next week, I'm going to do a tutorial on Tuesday, probably around 1 o'clock. I have to check with Needs More Subs because I want to make sure I don't step on his toes as to what time he usually finishes up his live broadcast. I don't want to step on anybody's toes. But I will be going live on Tuesday, and the video tutorial that I'm going to do live on Tuesday is going to be about linkage of your tags, your title, and your description, and of course your tags. I think I said tags. So if you structure your data on your channel in a certain way so that your tags, your title, and your description all relate to every other video on your channel, you can make sure that there's a very good possibility that all the videos that show up in the sidebar are going to be your videos, thereby being able to keep people on your personal channel a little bit longer and give them a better opportunity to find more of your content. I'm going to show you in a tutorial. It's actually going to be a 4-part tutorial. I'm going to show you how to do that starting on Tuesday of next week on video content marketing. And then on Thursday, I have a video that I'm super excited about on the new channel. This is going to essentially demystify all of the analytics that you can find in the new analytics piece of the studio. I guess, what is it, YouTube Studio or whatever it is. There's lots of analytics in there. Nobody seems to understand how they work. I'm going to tell you how they work. I'm going to tell you what you need to know and where you want to go to read to figure out what you need to do to improve your titling and your thumbnailing so that you can get into YouTube's suggested list. I'm going to tell you exactly how to do it, and we're going to talk a lot about the process of doing that and why it's so important. So that's what you're going to find on the channel next week. Eventually, I think probably 2 weeks from now, the best hour of my day is going to move there. I'd like to have at least 2 weeks of content on the channel before I move the best hour, but I want everybody to make sure that they know that we're going over there. And then that way the vlog channel, which I do have the full month of December's content already planned out for, will just be for vlogs. It will be for people who just want to enjoy and partake in you know, inspirational or travel content or whatever I happen to be doing on the on my regular vlogging channel. They just serve 2 different masters, and I'm trying to niche down. So it was best that this move on to another channel that's more focused towards YouTube growth and help. Leaving the vlog channel to just be what it is, which is just a vlog for fun. Hey, Inspired John, good morning, good morning. How are you doing today? It is awesome to see you. I missed so much chat there, so I apologize to anybody that I missed. Finish right at 1 p.m. We can do a handoff. Awesome. Thank you, Needs More Subs. So that kind of seals the deal. At 1 p.m. on Tuesday, I will be doing the linkage video for the linkage video tutorial on the new channel on VCM. Needs More Subs. Yeah, but my day has been pretty busy, and I haven't made the second video for this week, which sucks. Jordan, you'll get to it, brother. You will get to it, my friend. Michael, your other channel looks pretty cool. Thank you, Nature Nerd Outdoors. I want to give a humongous, massive, big, large, giant shout out to BK42, who designed my logoing and all of my backgrounds and the banner and all that stuff. BK42 did an incredible job. And BK42 wants to do the same thing for your channel. He does banner and thumbnail overlay designs and that sort of stuff all the time for other people's channels. He likes to do it live, so it gives him a little bit of publicity. It gives your channel a little bit of publicity. He has around 1,400 subscribers, so he has a pretty decent base of subscribers as well. So him going live to do a channel revamp for you can help you. It also helps him when your fans come over and check out what he's doing. He does an amazing job. If you want to see other examples of BK42's work, you need look no further than Tech Examined, Michael T. Panetta's channel. You can also check out Ian Corzine's channel. BK42 did a full revamp of that one. He has also done my logo for my vlogging channel, as well as the logo for the best hour of my day and all sorts of other things. Now, I know it takes BK42 a lot of time to do logos and that sort of stuff, so sometimes that's a big ask for him. But if you're looking for banners and that sort of thing, I'd hit him up. He's pretty easy to work with, and if he has decided to charge for it, I wouldn't blame him. He does an amazing job, but I'm sure it's not too much. I'm sure it's not too much at all. Let's see, is his channel the one that says BK42 channel? That is the one. Needs More Subs just posted a link for you there, Nature Nerd. And he's 5 away from 1,500. So if you like what he does, if you go over there and check it out and you like what he does, don't hesitate to subscribe. He's in Poland. He's an awesome dude. He spends some time going back and forth to Brazil, where his family lives. I've known him for a while. There was a chance he was going to come and visit me in December, but it looks like that's not going to happen. But I would highly recommend getting to know BK42 a little better. And let's see, we have Jelly Duck in the house all the way from Kuwait. How are you doing, Jelly Duck? I hope you are well, my friend. I know I'm doing fantastic. I love to come in here on Sundays because it's a little more of a chill show. We just kind of relax. We don't talk about too much. In fact, occasionally on a Sunday, I will get to talking about football, because that is kind of what is consuming me on Sundays. But I have a new process for my channel. that has totally destroyed like 50% of my descriptions and stuff. And I just want to say to YouTube, why do you suck? Why? Why is it that a billion-dollar company that creates websites and advertisements and everything else for a freaking living cannot have some sort of tool built into YouTube that I can bulk update, bulk remove, bulk repair any kind of description that I might have? It's ridiculous. I have over 500 videos on my channel. Does YouTube have any idea how long it takes to go through every single description on my YouTube channel to change a word, to remove an S, or just to append something that needed to be appended? It's freaking ridiculous. There isn't any reason why YouTube doesn't have these tools. And you know what's more aggravating? These tools exist. You can pay 20 bucks a month to TubeBuddy so that you can have access to these tools. Why would these not be directly available to anyone who does YouTube? It's ridiculous. YouTube, get your shit together. Come on. There's no reason why I can't append any individual piece of a description or in bulk descriptions on my channel. There's just no reason for it. Hey, who's your back? OD, good morning, good morning. How are you doing today? Jaron Lumpkin, hello, hello. I think the new beta does that. Unfortunately, Airstream Oz's Dream, the new beta does exactly what the old one did. It does not allow you to put text or to import a piece of text inside your description. It allows you to remove your description. It allows you to put an all new description in there in bulk, but that's all it really does. There's no find and replace. There's nothing like that. It's ridiculous. It's unbelievable. I think I figured it out. I don't know, Airstream. If you figured it out, it's a miracle, because I'm telling you, last night I looked through that stuff for hours, and I've played around with YouTube's bulk update stuff all day long, and it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. Sounds like I need to get a paid version of TubeBuddy. Yeah, and you can't get the pro version either. You have to get the star version of TubeBuddy in order to be able to do it. It's really pretty frustrating. I have a fully paid version of vidIQ, but they don't have a tool that does it either. Sorry, John. I apologize for that. Lady Abraxas, good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you doing today? It is awesome to see you. You know, I just can't tell you how frustrating it is, Who's Your Back, to spend 17 hours of one of your days going through and removing an S off of a word that is in every single description. It's ridiculous. There shouldn't be a reason why I have to physically do that on every one. There should be a very simple program or some sort of append that I just go in there and I remove the S off of the end of the word. One is the regular word and the other one is the one with the word removed, and then it goes through all my descriptions and just removes the frickin' S. There isn't any reason why a multi-billion-dollar company like Google can't have something like that built in to YouTube. I'm sorry, but so that is the reason. I spent way too much time and energy yesterday going back to repair descriptions and that sort of stuff. And unfortunately, I'm not done. I'm not even close to done. I'm probably going to end up having to pay the 20 bucks to get the TubeBuddy to do it, because I got to be honest with you, it's just ridiculous. I can't do it anymore. There's only so many hours that you can waste doing something so stupid and menial. But it's just really frustrating that YouTube doesn't have any way to do it. It's ridiculous. It's actually just unbelievable. MS Word can do it, I agree. Anything can do it. Any word processor can do it. They're providing you a platform where you're going to upload hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of videos, and those videos are going to have descriptions in every single one of them, and those descriptions are going to generally include something that pertains to the video, and then below that something about your channel or the equipment that you use or whatever, and that stuff does not stay static. So if I want to go in there and I want to update something below the description that has to do with my equipment or something like that, it's freaking impossible. It's ridiculous. There isn't any reason for that. Hello, Viking Creative Studios. Good morning, good morning. You guys sent me down the rabbit hole this morning because I can't tell you how long I spent yesterday doing this. It's just so bad. Wrestler Mania, good morning. Hello, how are you? Did I ever come in at a bad time? Well, not at all, Wrestler Mania. I'm just frustrated that YouTube, I just don't understand how these tools don't exist. It's ridiculous. Why should I have to pay for a tool that should exist? An append and replace feature for your description. There isn't any reason whatsoever why this doesn't exist. I mean, come on. Just even the thought of it sounds so ridiculous. Yeah, let's create a platform where you upload videos every single day, and and then we're not going to give you any way to edit the descriptions in those videos for older ones, without being, without having to spend a month of your time. I literally would have to hire a team to edit the descriptions of my videos, how often they've been changing lately, and yet there's no bulk way to do it. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I think I've now spent about 3 days doing it, because when I revamped all the SEO on my channel, I had to go through every single one and change the description and everything else. And so Talentsy, you may notice I put the ad back in my channel today. Talentsy disappeared off the internet a couple of days ago, but apparently they just changed the URL and didn't tell anybody about it. So I removed Talentsy from every single description like 2 days ago, and then when I refound them, I had to go back and add the description in there. So this is 3-4 days of my time changing 540 some descriptions because YouTube doesn't offer a simple tool that a monkey could write, so it doesn't exist. I copy and paste most of my stuff. I copy and paste all my stuff, Vikings Creative Studio. The problem is that when you're going back through almost 600 videos, copying and pasting description into 600 videos is the most stupid, time-consuming, and waste of energy that I could possibly imagine. And unfortunately, that is the only tool that YouTube actually gives us. Opening up every video, selecting what you want to remove, then pasting in the new stuff. And that's unacceptable. It's just unacceptable. They give you the option to remove everything and then put new stuff in there. But why would you want to do that? I have valid descriptions or valid descriptions in a lot of my old videos. So I don't know. It's a pain in the butt. I'm pretty frustrated about it, so you might notice that. Michael, do you like my new logo? I think it's awesome, Nature Nerd. It looks great, man. It looks great. It looks like a wolf. Simply Beth, good morning, good morning. TubeBuddy is worth the money. I'm starting to wonder. I have a pro version of TubeBuddy, but I'm going to have to update to the star version in order to be able to bulk update, because I'm really tired of doing this. I'm sorry, Michael. Lots of energy. Lots of negative energy coming from you this morning. It's all good. We're in good shape. My last video had 61 views from non-subs versus 40 from subs. Why don't people subscribe? That's what gets me. That's interesting. Who's your back? I wish I was getting that kind of engagement from non-subscribers. I'd actually be really interested, who's your back, in knowing what the watch time was, what the average view duration was for non-subscribers and subscribers. To me, that is the most important thing. Because if you're getting high viewage, if you're getting a high view duration on subscribers and a low view duration on non-subscribers, that probably explains why they're not subscribing to your channel. I kind of run into this a lot. I kind of run into this a lot because I have a lot of content on my channel that's kind of inside jokey. Like, people get to know me behind the camera, and that's why they watch. So newer subscribers don't always tend to get it. Viking Creative Studio, I missed what happened. It was something flagged that you had to change. Actually, what happened, Viking Studio, was Talentsy, which is like a YouTube agency that I use, magically disappeared off the face of the earth about 2 days ago without telling anybody about it. And so I removed all of their stuff, all of their links and information from every one of my descriptions, only to find out yesterday late at night that actually they just changed the URL and they still existed and everything was perfectly fine, which means that now I have to add all that stuff back in there. And so that's what got me kind of frustrated, because I've now done this twice this week and it's not fun. How much is your time worth? Definitely more than, yeah, probably. especially since I filmed 3 videos yesterday. I'm really excited about the slower editing process that I'm taking now. I'm really excited about it. Yeah, I would take a look at that, Who's Your Back. I'm going to be doing a really awesome video next week on video content marketing about digging into all those analytics and how to be able to tell the difference between a channel that's slowly dying and a channel that's growing. And that all has to do with the way that subscribers interact with your content in comparison to the way that non-subscribers can interact with your content, as well as click-through rate and all that stuff. And we're going to demystify all of the new analytics that YouTube has put out in the beta studio. I'm pretty excited about this video. I can't wait. Well, let's burn some incense for Michael so he can go back to his Zen. Oh, I'm good, man. I don't let it bother me. But sometimes a good rant never hurt anybody. I keep watching my new video because I love the music in it. Oh, that's awesome, Nature Nerd. You know, when you create something that's enjoyable, it's always good. It's always good, especially if you can manage to create something that you enjoy watching yourself. Well, that's a bonus. That is a bonus. So I know that, oh man, we are missing lots of folks today, but it is really awesome. So I should mention to you guys that I'm going to be going live at 1 o'clock, and that is directly after Needs More Subs goes live. Now, Needs More Subs does a live broadcast on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 12 o'clock. And if you haven't met Needs More Subs, or you don't know what he's all about, Needs More Subs is a support channel. It's a really awesome channel to get to know, because you can get introduced to all sorts of folks who do YouTube from a variety of different stuff. I mean, I've been introduced to magic channels and vlogging channels and lawyer channels and all kinds of tech channels and all kinds of stuff through Needs More Subs. And that's what he does. He does a live broadcast on Tuesdays and Thursdays, though, where he kind of highlights other channels and that sort of thing. Usually like 3 or 4 channels that he will highlight during the broadcast. It's awesome stuff. Please check out Needs More Subs. And if you enjoy what he's doing, don't hesitate to subscribe to his channel. He's an awesome guy. Rochelle Nikita, hello. How are you doing, Rochelle? It is nice to see you, my friend. Getting non-subs watching is awesome. That means YouTube is sharing your content. It's yes, it's up to you to talk to them into subscribing. And that is the truth, Simply Beth. That is absolutely the truth. If you can manage to, like my analytics show that 80% of my view time, 80% of all my clicks and all my links and everything else go through subscribers. And it also shows that my subscribers watch a significant amount of time more of my content than non-subscribers do. So I have kind of 2 problems on my vlog channel. One, I'm not bringing in, YouTube is not really sharing my content out there to non-subscribers to get them to come in and check it out. And of course, this is not YouTube's fault. This is my fault, because either my thumbnails or my titles are not catching enough folks for the click-through rate to really get tickled. But the second interesting problem that I generally tend to have on my vlogging channel is that subscribers are watching a significantly longer time than my non-subscribers, which tends to tell me that my content is very kind of inside jokey. Like, all of the folks that watch my content have gotten to know me, probably because a very large percentage of them I've actually met in person, but I talk to them on Twitter and all that sort of stuff. And it's a great problem to have, because the folks that enjoy my content are extremely engaged. But it also makes it really difficult for me to pick up new subscribers, because they just don't always get it. Like, they're not in on the joke. So I have to come up with a way to figure out how to kind of even that bar just a little bit. And that's kind of the thing. That's what I've got to do. So let's see. I missed something. I don't ask people to sub because my videos are short, but maybe I should. My viewers are 60% subscribed. So that's a pretty good balance, Andy Marshall. That's a pretty good balance. Most of the gurus would tell you to have some sort of a call to action in every single video if you can. I understand people hate doing it, and you can watch my videos. You can see that I don't like doing it either. Usually at the end of my videos I have a little, I guess it's on this side, I have a little subscriber button that pops up and a little mouse that'll click on it, and that's really my way of calling folks to action, but it's not very effective. The most effective way to ask people to subscribe to your video is probably right after the intro of your video. So you do usually a setup, and then whatever intro footage runs, and then usually you come on there with, you know, the bulk of the thing. And the best thing that most gurus will kind of say is, hey, having a little bit of a reminder or a call to action right after your bumper that says, hey, if this is the kind of content you like, consider subscribing. And then at the end of the video, also giving the folks a reason, like, hey, if you like, you know, vlogging content where I build a spaceship that goes to the moon, you can see a lot more of that on this channel. So why don't you go ahead and subscribe? And that, you know, just that sort of call to action is probably, well, it's what's recommended. It's not always the easiest thing to do. I think for me, it always feels like it breaks up the flow of the video. But again, that's what they say is the best thing to do. And those guys have a lot more subscribers than I do. So I tend to think that at least they have some idea what they're talking about. Just put up my latest Spotlight interview yesterday. I waited until it was up before I invited you to be on the future episode so you can see what I was referring to. Interested. WrestleMania, can you send me a link to it on Twitter and I'll check it out for sure. I love doing that sort of stuff, so I'm probably interested. Beer Belly Travelers, good morning, good morning. Hello, how are you doing? It is awesome to see you. Tech Examined. Hey, Michael T. Panetta, how are you doing, my friend? It is awesome to see you in the room. You missed my massive rant. I was apparently pretty upset. Hoping with all the bad stuff about to happen in the EU, YouTube will try to start helping the other creators still on the platform. So Viking Creative Studios, Article 13 hasn't passed yet. You guys still have the opportunity to kill that bill. If you guys are really concerned about it over in Europe, you need to continue to call all the people that are involved in the decision-making process and make sure that they're not going to vote for that crap. Tell them you don't support censorship. There isn't any reason for it, because that's the only way this is going to go away, unless, of course, you're in the UK and you're leaving the EU anyways. But I can guarantee you that if this sort of thing goes through, the only recourse you're going to have is to do what England did and you know, basically leave the EU. And there are a lot of countries in Europe that unfortunately can't afford to do that. So the best way that you can kill Article 13 is before it's ever written into law. So go call, get involved, make sure that, you know, you tell as many people as you know about it to stop it, because that's the only way it's going to go away. 132 watch minutes for subs, 210 watch minutes for non-subs on that particular video. Okay, so Hoosier back, the actual data that we're interested in is average view duration. Watch minutes doesn't matter because, you know, the numbers are never exactly the same. But you want to know the difference in the average view duration between subscribers and non-subscribers. So a lot of my subscribers, generally my average view duration will be somewhere in the 50 to 60%, whereas my non-subscriber view duration is generally in the 30 to 40%, which means that non-subscribers are only watching 30 to 40% of my videos, whereas a subscriber is generally watching 50 to 60% of my video. And you can see the disconnect there. It's really difficult to land non-subscribers when they don't appear to be interested in my content in the same way as a subscriber. And that's the kind of stuff that you can look at those analytics and say, okay, what can I do better? What can I do to better engage folks that aren't subscribers? That's what I've been working on for the last couple of weeks. It's why I haven't produced a whole heck of a lot of videos. My analytics say that 70.6% of my watch time is from subscribers and 27.8% is from non-subscribers, which is basically indicative of the fact, Nature Nerd Outdoors, that your content's probably not being put into the suggested list as much as you would like. All the data and analytics for this and how to read this stuff is going to be on that video on Thursday that's going to come out on Video Content Marketing. And we're going to talk about simple, easy solutions to hopefully improve some of those numbers so that you can start to get your videos popping into those suggested lists. Now, I don't know the secret, but I'm going to tell you at least what you can do and the things that you can try to improve the numbers that are necessary to get you into that suggested list. Hello, Chandra Pivo. Good morning. How are you doing today? Got you, man. Hey, Beer Belly Travelers. We don't really play the sub for sub game in here. The purpose of the best hour of my day is actually to get to know the people behind the camera. We definitely want folks to support each other in the stream. That is fantastic. But we're not going to do it in a fashion that is outward like that. Just get involved in the conversation that's going on. Say hello to all the folks. Get to know the people behind the cameras. I guarantee if they're interested in your content, they're going to subscribe to you anyways. And dead subs aren't going to do you any good. So do me a big favor and just get involved in the conversation. That would be just awesome. I'm in the U.S. on the East Coast, but here we let net neutrality end. So hopefully the EU creators step up and shoot the article down. And that's really what we're going to need to happen, Vikings Creative Studio. I would hate to have the folks in Europe have their stuff stifled because of something as silly as this. To me, it sounds a lot like censorship. If you don't get over 60%, they won't promote your stuff. Now, that's not necessarily 100% true, Simply Beth, but 60% is a really, really good number to shoot for sure. Passion for hunting and fishing supports whatever channels you like. Let's see here. But the worst thing is in Sweden we are still EU and my government don't have any plan on leaving the EU, so you don't have to be. Yes, I hear what you're saying, Joran. The best thing to do is to contact the folks involved with the EU and tell them that you do not want to, that you don't want Article 13. That's really all you can do. Wow, 38% subs versus 39% non-subs. Amazing. I am happy with that. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. That is pretty awesome. And by the way, you're not going to ever be comparing your numbers to my numbers or to Who's Your Back's numbers or to Andy Marshall's numbers. You're going to compare your numbers to your numbers. Because if your average number is this, well then your only real goal is to improve that average number by 5% or whatever. You can't be worried about what this guy over here is doing. You got to work on your own numbers. That's not exactly true, Simply Beth. It also depends on what your retention is relative to others. Similar videos. And that's exactly right. That's why that 60% number is a really, really, really nice target. A really nice target. But you also, there are also other factors to consider. Good morning, Chandra Pivo. I'm glad you are doing awesome. My comment literally said I was excited to get to know Passion for Hunting and Fishing. That's all right, Bill Barley Travelers. I just like to let people know, because we do get new people in here from time to time who are used to being in a lot of other streams that do that sort of stuff. It's not a big deal. I don't get too worried about it. I think my average is pretty bad for subs, sadly. Well, Variety Girl, knowing what your averages are and knowing what your numbers are gives you something to focus on. Like right now, I know that my average watch time for subscribers is much higher than my average view duration for non-subscribers. So I'm trying to come up with ways to engage non-subscribers better. That is kind of my key right now. I fight Article 13 my own way. All right, Jordan, that sounds good. That's exactly right. Who's Your Back? It's like golf. You can't try to beat somebody else. You gotta try to look at your stuff. All right, Simply Beth, thank you so much, sweetheart. I hope to see you again soon. 78.3 of supporters watch mine, and 23.1 of non-supporters watch my videos. So, Rochelle, that's pretty much seems to be right in line with probably most of the folks that are in the room. What that generally tends to mean is that you have a solid backing of subscribers, but your content's not really being suggested out into the suggested list. Ideally, you want to try to flip those numbers. And on Thursday, we're going to talk a little bit about how you can do that using the analytics in the new Studio Basic. So I hope everybody decides to come by. Let me link that new channel again, just so you know where it's going to be. This is eventually going to be the home of the best hour of my day as well. Andy Marshall, depends on how few you're comfortable talking to. Some are comfy live broadcasting to 0 people and can build a great live stream from 0. Others would need a certain minimum. Good morning, everyone. Hey, Jeremy Fryer, good morning. Undead Otter. Hello, my friend. It has been a minute. Yeah, here's the thing. That is one thing that is complete mystery. Complete mystery. If you go into YouTube beta studios, they don't give you any information on live broadcasting whatsoever. So I don't know how live broadcasts are suggested. I really don't. Is it by thumbs up? Is it by average view duration? Nobody has a clue how live broadcasting actually is suggested out there, or whether you can even use a live broadcast to grow your channel. Nobody really knows this information because your live broadcasting is never tossed into the other analytics bucket, at least on the new Beta Studio. So I think that there are a lot of questions about the nature of how live broadcasting is going to affect your channel going forward in the future. I'd stay tuned. I actually have a feeling that YouTube might take live broadcasting out of the analytics numbers completely altogether at some point. And a lot of folks who are trying to get those 4,000 watch hours may not be too happy about that. This is really weird, but my delayed YouTube Studio app says 100% of my views are male. I know, nature nerd. I haven't found the demographics to be particularly accurate on a lot of that stuff. Only 4.2% of my watch time is coming from subs. That is way too low. I am just 4 subs away from 900. But at the same time, so many of my subs I already have are not active. Yeah, Variety Girl. And that right there, my friend, is why sub for sub is so bad. Because just subscribing to somebody's channel just for that number, it feels pretty good when you're doing it, but in the long run, it can be demoralizing because you have so many subscribers to your channel and nobody's watching. So it's much better to just attract people who enjoy your content. I don't know. I get it. I want the numbers too. I love the numbers. But hey, gotta run. Laundry ain't gonna do itself. All right, who's your back? Love you, my friend. I hope you are doing awesome. Enjoy your football today. Enjoy your football today. So that is what I'm telling you. Sub for sub feels so good when you're doing it. And you get all these people and you pop onto these live streams and you're like, I got you. And next thing you know, you've got 15 more subscribers and you're like, yes, this is awesome. But when none of them even stop by to watch any of your content, really, 6 months later, it's just demoralizing because you realize that you didn't gain anything other than a number. So it's kind of unfortunate. I wish people would learn much more early on that it's so much better to figure out the analytics and sustainably grow through that. But at the same time, those numbers feel pretty good. So it's not like I don't understand. Next needs more subs. I think I'm happy not talking to many people. I'd be interested to give it a go. I'd love to do this kind of thing, and it might be good to build my watch time. Andy Marshall, I actually have a course on my Patreon that walks people through who might be interested in live broadcasting. Every single bit and piece that you could ever want to know about live broadcasting, from with using your cell phone to using a DSLR like I'm using right here, using OBS, or any of the other programs that are involved, as well as branding and how to, formatting and personality and that sort of stuff, as far as everything live broadcasting goes. And you can find that on my Patreon if you are interested. I'm actually going to take it down. I'm going to take down the live broadcasting course in about 2 weeks, I think, is the plan. 2 weeks is the plan. That live broadcasting course will be available for on my Patreon. After that, it is going to move to another platform, which I'm pretty excited about. But if you are interested, it is there. It will be there for probably about another week or so. Let's see. Nomadic Bike. Hello, Nomadic Bike. How you doing, my friend? I hope you are doing well. Burnwood Bushcraft. Hello. I'm 100% male audience too. I know that is massively wrong. Yeah, it seems like that's kind of the thing. TWG7, good morning. How are you doing, TWG7? Male to female demographics analytic on YouTube are 100% meaningless. They really are needs more subs. It doesn't seem to work very well. That's how I roll. Good morning. Now, if you want to talk about somebody whose subscriber and whose subscriber views and their what is it called? Subscriber views and their non-subscriber views are totally flipped in reverse. Whereas most of ours are generally in the 70 to 80% subscribers and 20 to so % non-subscribers. Well, there is somebody in this room right now who's totally flipped. That's how I rolls. Analytics are really interesting, and I got a chance to look a little bit at that's how I rolls analytics, and they're doing an awesome job of reaching into that suggested list. So maybe watching some of what they do on their channel could give you some hints as to how to reach out into the YouTube verse and bring in more non-subscribers. The Power Chord channel, hello everyone, welcome the Power Chord channel to the room. It is awesome to see you here, my friend. Wanted to stop by and say hi. Hey, happy trails hiking, good morning. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing fantastic. Happy trails. Everybody hopefully has already welcomed the Power Chord channel to the room. This is the first time I've seen the Power Chord channel, which is why I always do this. I just want to let you know what we do here on the Best Hour of My Day. So the Best Hour of My Day is a community show. I'm just the humble host. My name is Macarthur Rd Jr. I hang out here every day with these awesome creators, and QBro Vlogs is also another person I have not seen. So do me a big favor, welcome QBro Vlogs to the room. And his name's Quinn. That is awesome. Okay, so he's 10. Awesome. That's fantastic. The Best Hour of My Day is a community show. So what we do here is we like to get to know the person behind the camera. That is kind of what it's all about. I believe that everybody's more content is much more interesting when you get to know the people behind the camera. And so talking to the folks in the chat room and getting to know them is really what we try to promote here. Most of the folks that are in this chat room I have a personal relationship with, either on Twitter or I've met in person, probably about 60% of them. Or I've done remote collaborations, and I'm on the phone with some of these folks on a relatively regular basis, and I encourage you to get involved with the community the same way. For one, it's always nice to know that other YouTubers who get the process of YouTube are standing behind you to help you out. So that is really the power of the Best Hour of My Day, and hopefully you get the best out of it. You have to keep in mind also, though, my channel is used to be a tutorial based, and it is common for people to find one video through a search and not subscribe. Yeah, gaining subscribers on a help channel is very difficult, Variety Girl. I do not disagree with that at all. That is why for a support channel or how to do it channel or something like that, it is really, really, really important that you get your call to action messaging just right. And that happens over time. It's kind of the same as getting my messaging right on the Best Hour of My Day. It took me about 3 months to get to the point where I was happy with the messaging. It helps when we are not active, like the past couple of months, still getting watch time. Yeah, that is quite awesome. That's how I roll. That is really awesome. Burnwood Bushcraft, good morning, my friend. I miss you. You are definitely not... You're up here or not up here at the right time, though. All it does now is rain, dude. That's all it does. It's not like the beautiful day that we got to hang out together. I've lurked a few times now. I really enjoy the stream. Well, thank you, Power Chord channel. That means a lot to me. I really appreciate that. I love the Best Hour banner on the bottom. You like that? I like that. Right. I never figure out how to point. I'm going to toss up, by the way, I'm going to toss up the link to the new channel again. If you guys are interested in content like the Best Hour of My Day and other stuff that is geared towards YouTube help, please do me a favor. Go over there, subscribe to the channel. The new content is going to start to roll this week. QBro Vlogs and Gaming says, I am from Canada, Toronto. Where are you from? Is it okay if I ask? It is absolutely okay if you ask, QBro. I am from Pennsylvania, but there are folks from Canada that are in the chat room probably almost all the time, or on a relatively daily basis. We get Stacy Morgan. We get man, there are so many I can't even think of them off the top of my head. Susan's Creative is from Canada. There are quite a few Canadians that hang out with us here on the Best Hour of My Day. If you hang out long enough, you're going to get to know a lot of them. And there he is, Stacy Morgan. Hello! Stacy, thank you so much for the donation yesterday. I really appreciate it. Stacy grabbed the PayPal link instead of the other link, so that's why it didn't scroll across the screen. I'm trying to differentiate that better so that you guys can easily see that. Oh, man. Your Variety Girl recently started to do some live tutorial broadcasts. I saw her do some on thumbnails and stuff. She does a really nice job with it. I highly recommend that you get to know Variety Girl. She's a sweetheart. Hey, Jay Lippman! Running around all morning, but good morning! Jay Lippman, today is Sunday, my friend. I'm just gonna watch TV like it's 1999. It's gonna be awesome. Do you think you could sub my channel? Cube Bro Gaming? I can check out your channel, and if it's something that interests me, I will consider it. But we really try not to do that here. The best way to get the folks in the room to support you is just to get to know them. And you're doing a fantastic job. You tell folks where you're from. You get to know more about them. They get to know more about you. Next thing you know, they know more about the person behind the camera, and your content is much more interesting. And that is the best way to work around it here, my friend. Oh, man. Oh, I'm so thirsty. I'm so thirsty. Only 9 minutes left. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. So we do need more entries into the B-Roll Smackdown. So please, 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 folks, if you are interested in entering the B-Roll Smackdown, get your entries in as soon as possible. I don't want to be worried about entries at the last minute. The formatting for it is a little different this month, but it remains the same. The entry process, 30 seconds of B-roll that you upload to Google Drive. Then you link that Google Drive you link the Google Drive to your oh, CubeRo blogs, you're really throwing me off, brother. You link that Google Drives into an email, and you send it to brollsmackdown@gmail.com. Include any information that you need to have. Hello, hello, idiot of the day. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is awesome to see you, my friend. Jeff, I hope you are having better weather than we are here, but I doubt it, because you're probably on the East Coast as well, unless you're in California, in which case, that's all I can say. Still waiting on car stuff. But the 2018 loot pack is... Hey, that's awesome, Jay. That's good to hear, my friend. That is good to hear. Oh, man. Hey, CubeBro Vlogs, if you hang out on the best hour of many of the awesome folks that are in this room, Stacy Morgan has a wall of support. And you got to check this out, okay? When he finds YouTubers that he loves or he respects or he really enjoys, he puts them up on his wall. There are amazing YouTubers up there like Cody Warner and... man, Pusha Studios. Lunatic Dad, I believe, is probably on the wall. I might even be on the wall. Clint Moore is on the wall. Pauline Newman is on the wall. All kinds of amazing YouTubers that he supports. He kind of puts them up there because he enjoys them and he wants you to go and check them out because hopefully you'll enjoy them as well. Gemma at its finest grace is also on the wall. There are so many awesome YouTubers on Stacy Morgan's kind of, I don't know if I'd call it a wall of fame, but it's definitely a wall of YouTubers that he really respects that are putting out great content. I would stop by and check out Stacy Morgan's stuff if you haven't just yet. Yes, sir. Just leave me a message and I'll put you up on the wall. Show you off loud and proud. You're the man. You are the man, Stacy Morgan. Thank you so much. I think I'm already on the wall, which is pretty exciting. I've actually been on the wall for quite some time. Stacy Morgan managed to find me when I was just a little YouTube buck. And I really appreciate that. I really do. Idiot of the day. Good morning. Let's see. CubeRo Blogs and Gaming. Stick around. This is an amazing community. Marty knows what he's talking about. Here comes my link. Yes, Jordan's got his link to his merch store. If you guys haven't checked out Jordan's channel, you want to know a little bit more about the Swedish culture and a fantastic Swedish gentleman, I highly recommend it. Jordan does an awesome job. Andy Marshall, let me tell you a little bit more about Idiot of the Day. His name is actually Jeff. It's hard for me to call him Idiot of the Day. He's such a nice guy. He does some live broadcasts every once in a while, and occasionally I saw him broadcast with Gilskill as well. It's a lot of fun. I would check it out. He has a really cool community kind of going on over there as well. I think it's a lot of fun. So I would check out Idiot of the Day if you have a moment. You'll probably enjoy it. You know, checking out other people's live streams definitely gets you a lot more interaction and gets you to know the person behind the camera, which I really love. Anyone else try to do freelancing work with the skills they have grown on YouTube? I am having not much luck on Upwork and others. Trying Fiverr. Variety Girl, depending upon what you consider to be your strengths as far as freelance work goes, you maybe do better putting together like social media packages and that sort of thing for local businesses that live around you. Fiverr and Upwork and all that stuff, I don't know. The competition is ridiculous. You have to really know what you're doing, or you have to pay to get seen. Nah, I don't know. I don't have to pay to get seen when I walk into the burger joint down the street and say, hey, you guys have an Instagram and a Twitter that you are really not using very well. I could create you a video every month. We could highlight the burger of the month. It'd be freaking sweet, man. You could put it out there on your Twitter and on your Instagram. You could even highlight employees and tell people why they want to come into your store and visit you. Man, it's a heck of a lot easier to do that. You're not competing with anybody. Get to know the owners of these shops. Sometimes something like that can turn into a monthly freelance gig. You know, put a couple $100 in your pocket instantly that day. So think about things like that. It's a lot easier. I know it's out of everyone's comfort zone to walk into somebody's place of business and say, hey, hey, I'm Mike. I got this camera. You want me to make a video for you? But it's more effective, to be perfectly honest with you, because you have their undivided attention. On Fiverr, there's 15 other people telling with the exact same story. So you might be better off going and starting a personal relationship with some local businesses in your area to start your freelance career off. I highly recommend maybe trying that tactic. Sorry I missed. Hey, JoJo G, good morning. If you guys don't know JoJo G, she is Jeff, Idiot of the Day's significant other. Hello, JoJo G. It is awesome to see you. What is your favorite sport? Mine is basketball. Q-Bro Vlogs, my favorite sport is football by far. That's why I love my Sundays. I love my Sundays. Idiot of the Day. Jeff, don't know why I tagged you 2 times last time. How's the GoPro? Yes, how's the GoPro working for you? That's a great method of getting work. Andy Marshall, that is kind of some of the easier ways to use your YouTube skills to get work. And here's a secret. I'm going to give you guys a secret. Give it away. It doesn't take that much time and effort to go into like a local burger joint or a local small restaurant or something like that. You first of all check and make sure they have a Facebook. Check and make sure they have an Instagram. Check and make sure they have a Twitter. And say, I'm going to get you more business. And you go in there and you pitch them something that's going to highlight the burger of the week or highlight one of the employees. And you do the video for free. You do it for free and you give them a little thumbstick with a video they can post on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook. And you say, if you really like this and if it brings some more customers in there, you can get something like this done on a weekly or monthly basis, and here's how much it costs. Truth, on Fiverr, you find yourself competing against skilled artists who live comfortable a week on $5. Needs more subs. Truth, my friend, truth. Charger people, no worries, great so far. He used the first time yesterday, so next video we need to mix. And really needs more subs. The only way you can get noticed on a lot of those is if you pay for the advertising. And it's not cheap, unfortunately. It's not like advertising on Facebook where it's a dime. It's almost nothing. I'm going back to work on B-roll entry, so it will get in today. It is my... Oh, that's awesome. That's how I roll. I love when that happens. I love when you just get an idea that goes boom, pops into your head, and you're like, oh, I got to go do it now. What is the deadline for the next round of B-Rolled SmackDown? Again, the theme was holidays, right? Variety Girl, that is exactly right. And the deadline is Sunday. Not today, but next Sunday at 4 p.m. It's going to be awesome. It's very awesome. Yes, the funny thing is you mentioned that needs more subs, and I had never even considered that. But if you think about it, there are folks in certain countries that can live pretty comfortably on $5 a week. It doesn't really work that way, unfortunately, in the United States. So that makes it pretty tough. That makes it pretty tough. You're competing with a lot of folks who have been also in the professional industry for a lot of years. So the best thing that you can really do is gain experience. When I first got onto Fiverr and channel and things like that, I did a lot of I did a lot of copying their profiles, copying the things that they did, trying to do those things better. Variety Girl, if this is the kind of thing that you are interested in, If this is the kind of thing that you are interested in, I would highly recommend that you make sure you subscribe to my new channel. We're going to talk about all sorts of different income streams that you can create using your YouTube skills. Family First Jay, hello! Using your YouTube skills, anything from stock footage sales to creating courses and that sort of thing. We're going to talk a lot about it. We are going to talk a whole heck of a lot about that sort of stuff on the new channel. So if you like that or you're interested in that, we're actually going to talk to people who are doing it too. You don't have to take my word for it. We're going to actually talk to folks who are participating in stock footage sales and successful at it and things like that. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to it. Do you think you can get that work filming on your phone? That's all I've got. Maybe I need a big camera so they would take me seriously. Oh man, Andy Marshall. I essentially had the exact same hang up when I was filming with my cell phone. And I've got to be perfectly honest with you, I don't know. Because I bought all this gear specifically to look more professional when I walked into a place to get a gig. So, can you walk into a local business and say, I'll make you a video with nothing but a cell phone? I'm sure the percentage of folks that would say, sure, that would be awesome. I'm sure there is a percentage of folks that will say that would be fantastic. But I'm also sure that there is a percentage that would be like, well, if you're just going to film it on your cell phone, I can do that. You know what I mean? That's kind of always I had the exact same feeling that you did. And I think the magic is in the edit. I think if you walk in there without any gear and you show them an example of a video that you've already done, which is another good reason to give one away for free, give one away for free. Do it spectacular. Then when you walk into another business, you're showing them the reel from the other one. They don't know that it's filmed on a cell phone. And at that point, if they're like, ooh, that's epic and that's awesome, well, you've got them. It doesn't matter whether you're filming on a cell phone or a handy cam. So maybe that's kind of the key to it. But I had the same concern that you did. Believe me, the Holy Riddle has a new channel for freelancers also. Oh, I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. Hey, Geo Jerry's Adventures. Good morning. It's after 11. It's after 11. All right, guys, I got to go. I can't believe I let this run for so long. It has been an absolute pleasure to hang out with all of you guys today. I had to get my wife to remind me because Justin Mello is not in the room. Do me a big favor, guys. Go out there, find your adventure. Have a great day. Make today count. You know, hug your kids, hug your wife, do something special, do something nice for somebody else. I know. Joran, where were you on that one, my friend? I love you guys so much. It's been a pleasure. I will see you guys soon. Thank you.